Similar companies like Blackstone even became the largest landlord of all single-family homes in the US through its company Invitation Homes, and owns around 80,000 homes. Tenants report that their rent shot up, maintenance became so much worse, and eviction threats increased, all while executives say they've unlocked shareholder value once again. And it's not just America where this is happening. After the Eurozone debt crisis in the early 2010s, in Spain, thousands of families who had just lost their jobs were also now losing their homes. Entire apartment blocks were then bought up by Blackstone, a company that almost no one had ever heard of. Overnight, residents then found out that the new landlord wasn't a neighbor or a local housing association, but just a giant fund in New York. Once again, the same pattern emerged. Rent shot up, maintenance became non-existent, eviction notices appeared on doors. Communities that had been stable for decades started to be completely hollowed out. People protested in the streets against the government to get answers as to who was actually behind all of this. But the names were always hidden behind shell companies, faceless figures and names. What they didn't realize was that Blackstone and BlackRock had now become the biggest landlords. BlackRock specifically exerts its influence more indirectly through the enormous amount of capital it steers into property markets. By funneling pensions and savings into real estate funds and developers, it helps financialize housing even more, turning homes into investment assets instead of places to live. And it isn't just housing, of course. BlackRock is one of the biggest investors in all of the world's major energy giants like Shell and ExxonMobil, as well as all renewable firms, so it actually profits whenever your gas and electric bills go up. Meaning there is actually no way to protest this. Governments can't take any action, as BlackRock already owns all the major critical infrastructure running the world. And as we saw in Spain, the effects are devastating. One renter in social housing lost both his job and was allowed by the council to pay a reduced rate. This then changed when these companies bought up his flat, where he was then told he owed over $5,000 to the company. And when he said he couldn't pay, he was then promptly sent an eviction notice.